Hello everybody and welcome to my new video. If you'd like to subscribe below, that'd be absolutely brilliant, and if you like it, then that will also be good as well. So today I'm going to show you how to do this card. More importantly, what I'm going to show you is how to do this background with a wood grain effect. It's going to be good for men's cards, because I know a lot of you have difficulty trying to find inspiration for men's cards. So this is why I've decided to go down this route, so you could have an idea of basically what I've done and how to do men's cards, and gives you some ideas, you know, if you're stuck at any time. So yes, it's very straightforward, very easy. The products I'm going to be using and the stamps I'm going to be using are the Moody Fragile Wings, and in particular this wood grain stamp at the bottom. I'm also going to be using the Moody Jolly Rodger stamp, which is basically the boat I'm going to use. So there's my boat stamp, so I'm going to be using that. And also from the Looking Out to Sea, I'm going to use the cloud stamp. So that's what I'm going to be using. Stamp ink pads wise, I'm going to be using Distress inks in Antique Linen, Vintage Photo, Walnut Stain and Black Soot. And I will also be using Broken China and Hickory Smoke as well later on. For the stamping, the actual stamp I used in the main card, I used Sepia archival ink and watering can archival ink, but I've done a little bit of that already, so I'll explain that later. First, let's do the wood grain in the background. Now, this is my perhaps favourite choice of colours for men's cards in particular. It's a nice brown. I'm just going to get myself a bit of tissue. There we go, because I don't want fingerprints going all over. As you may know, because it's Distress ink, it stays wetter for longer. So all I'm going to do is in with the Antique Linen. Now, because this is a pale colour, you need to come quite a way in, and it doesn't matter how you put it down, just as long as you get a good covering of the ink onto the card surface. And obviously, as you can see, I'm using plain white stamping card. That's all I'm doing. So I just want to get a good inking, and as you can see, it's already beginning to change colour, which is obviously what I want. So a nice good colouring. Because it's so pale, you may not be able to see it on the camera, but I can see it from here, so hopefully you can as well. Yeah, I think I'm nearly there. And it doesn't matter if the area in the middle is white, that's absolutely fine, don't worry about it. So I think I'm all a little bit down this side, I think, just to even it up a little bit. So that would be about so there. So there we go. Happy with that. So that's the Antique Linen gone down. So again, I'm just going to peel off my pad, put that away, and then I'm going to go in with the Vintage Photo. That's the next one. Yep, Vintage Photo. And again, this time I'm not going to go quite so far in, so just want to go around the edge. Obviously I still want to see a little bit of the antique linen that I've already put down, so if you get any harsh marks, just brush them out there. There we go. And again, if you've got any like really old vintagey like stamps, this colour combination will be excellent for those kind of stamps. So here we go. So there we go. I'm quite happy with that. That's quite good. So that's the vintage photo. So again, take off my pad, put that underneath that one, and then we lastly go in with walnut stain. And because this is quite a dark colour, just be careful of how you put it down, because it is quite dark. So I'm not going to go quite so far in this time. As you can see, I'm just barely touching the edge. Just to colour the edges, and I'm still seeing the first two colours that I've put down. So there we go. There we go. And as you can see, where I've already done it, it's beginning to give that old-fashioned vintagey look as well, which is obviously what I'm after. And then just go down this side. And this is how you transform a piece of card. It's just such, I say, this is my favourite colour combination, these three. It's just so useful for men's cards. You've got that nice masculine background. So just a little bit down there. So there we go. So I'm going to put that back, take off my foam, put that in the bottom. Those three can go away, because we won't be needing them again. And lastly, but not by no means least, black soot. Now all I'm going to do is direct to the edge of the card and just go down the edge of the card with the black soot and just leave that, and you've just got that nice crisp, dark edge. There you go. Don't worry about that, we'll cover that. That doesn't matter. Just see if we can just blend that out a bit. There we go, that's fine, I can live with that. So again, that can go away. So what we've got now is, put those away, put your blending tools away because we won't be needing them anymore. So I'm going to take my Moody Fragile Wings stamp. This time I'm going to be using the wood grain stamp. So take that and a block, quite a big block to accommodate the stamp. I mean, if you've got a stamping platform, even better, use one of those. Now I'm using the archival sepia ink pad. So ink up your stamp. Being a stamper, I'm always one for doing one's own backgrounds. I think they're just so useful. You can do, and you can coordinate the colours with your main project, so you can coordinate everything together. Hence why I love stamping. And when you've got some really good stamps like these Chocolate Barouque stamps, you can do all sorts of different things with them. So there we go, there's my first one. So what I'm going to do now is just gradually move down my background with this stamp, and so let's go there, and again give it a firm press, leave it for a couple of seconds just for the ink to soak into the card, and you've got, so you get a nice clear crisp impression. There we go. And then I think I'll just do a last bit at the bottom. Obviously I haven't just inked up the whole stamp, I don't need to, so that can go down like that. And there you have one background. If I just hold that up to you, so we've transformed a white piece of card into a lovely wood grain antique background with just 5 inks. So you've got the antique leathering in the middle, then the vintage photo, walnut stain, and then the sepia archival ink for the main stamp. And then this little bit that we made, it doesn't matter, it adds to it. So there you go, that's how you do a vintage style background. So I'm just going to give my stamp a quick clean. As you know from the previous videos, I've always got into the habit of just cleaning my stamps. Alcohol-free web wipes, and then little scrubby thing just to dry it off, and then you know your stamp is good to go the next time you want to come and use it. So we can put that now to one side, we won't need that again. Let me just give this a quick excellent, there we go. Right, so our background can go to one side, that's already done. Now for this main picture, all I've done is stamped the main picture in the archival sepia, so that's what I've stamped it in. And then because it's waterproof, I was then able to go in with my pen and a few water brush markers. I've just picked out a few colours, and all I did, I'm not going to bore you because I've already done it, but I'll show you what I did. Drop down a little bit of the water of the colour from the aqua marker and picked up a bit of the colour, and so let's just, and that's all I did, just bring the colour down, and it's as simple as that, easy as that. And again I did the blue for the sea, a little bit of green for the land, and that is basically how I did my colour on the main picture. Now let me just put that one back. Now what I want to show you, put that away, put the stamps away, put all that away, is these little brushes. Now, these are called sash brushes, and they absolutely are excellent for laying down colour onto your card from your ink pads. So I'm going to go in with Broken China, Hickory Smoke. Obviously the Broken China is going to be for the sky, and the Hickory Smoke for the ground, no, for the bottom part of my picture. I got these from Amazon. They're about £9–10 for a pack of 3, and they're called sash brushes, S-A-S-H. And you shouldn't pay any more than what, 10, 11, 12 pounds for the pack of 3. I mean, I've just looked and I could see a pack of 3 for £9 something. So for 3 brushes, it's absolutely excellent value for money. Now I'm going to use, because I bought several packets, I bought about 3 or 4 packets because I do love them. Now I'm going to use one for the Broken China and one for the Hickory Smoke. So all I do, very easy, is load up my brush with the colour, and then just across your card, just like that, and it just gives you a bit of colour for your sky. And that's all I want, is just to just add a little bit of colour to my sky. Just sweeping it across like that. There we go. And then I'm just going to go in with the Hickory Smoke, and again, same principle, just load up your brush with the grey, and just along the bottom, and just to get a little bit of colour down on the ground. So there we go, that's fine, bit of colour there. Cool, so that's basically all I've done for the main picture. And again, basically with these brushes, I tend to keep them for all my dye or water-based products, because then it's easy to rinse out, they won't stain, and you know, you can keep them. And if you're doing 3 or 4 different colours, you can see what colour you've used for each brush. And they're just nice and soft, tapered. But yeah, a real good investment, I think. So yes, so about £9–10 from Amazon or eBay, your choice. So that's those. Now all I did was then mounted this onto a dark brown frame, as you can see, and then stuck the whole thing onto my background, and that all went onto a cream coloured card base, just like that. And so bearing in mind I did mount it in dark brown to frame it, and that's basically it. So there's the how I did that card. So that's how I did that one. So I hope you liked it, and if you do like it, please like the video and subscribe below and like it. Leave any comments. If you've got any issues or problems, leave a comment below and I will get back to you. Okay, thank you very much for watching.